Yeah, I never thought about it that maybe it's just we're just out of that age group now, so we shouldn't be watching Disney films.
Yeah.
Which makes me kind of sad. Yeah, welcome to another episode of Decogged Reviews. Today we're gonna look at Disney's new trailer for this movie called Strange World. Yeah.
Very relevant for the times.
Definitely true. So yeah, we briefly talked about this earlier. I read some article that they said Disney hasn't had really a good track record for sci-fi films. Atlantis.
Is Lilo and Stitch sci-fi? I don't know if you consider it sci-fi or not. Because we mentioned like what did I say?
Titan AE.
Titan AE, that's right. Yeah, and that I don't think that wasn't from Disney as far as I'm aware, but
yeah, I don't
think that did very well either box office.
Yeah, maybe it's back then. It's just like they weren't good at telling sci-fi stories.
Yeah, the science wasn't.
Yeah.
There's too many holes in the science.
Too flawed.
Yeah, the kids knew they could feel it. They're like, this is wrong.
So I guess technically we were the kids, so we were pretty smart. We were like, yeah, these guys are idiots.
I don't believe
they don't know anything.
Yeah, there's no such thing as space. The Earth is flat. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm excited to see this. Firstly, because it is a Disney film. And secondly, it looks, from those screenshots I've seen, it looks pretty good. Let's take a look. Oh.
Prepare yourself for a journey beyond what is possible.
Ooh, Up. Makes me think of Up for some reason.
Strange World, a new motion picture event. Brace yourself! Travel past space and time to a place.
Oh, the characters look good.
It's pretty stylized. It is pretty stylized.
This, for some reason, reminds me of your NFT.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, this looks good.
We are in way over our heads. I'm not an explorer. I'm a farmer.
The dog looks so funny.
We need to get out of here.
If you want to back out, this is the time to do it.
Really?
No! Messing with you.
This
Come on.
character
Let's make
looks
history.
more like something from Sony for some reason.
Yeah, it
the
does
main character.
a little bit. Yeah.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's actually a lot more stylized.
Then,
than I thought it was going to be. But
yeah, it looks good.
I love the color palette that they've got going. Like, they're really pushing the the color palette.
Feels like here they're starting to push the boundaries of what they're comfortable with just a little bit, and it looks pretty good.
Wait, November? This November?
Yeah, this November.
That's pretty soon. Like, I haven't seen. That's pretty soon to be only just releasing teasers.
Yeah,
is that pretty standard? I mean, usually like they release like a teaser like way before, but I mean, this is a pretty full-on teaser. Though I'd say like it's a very
it's more
close
of a
to
trailer. yeah. But I think so. I have a friend that's working on this, so I'm pretty excited. Like, he's that's how it sort of popped up on my radar to watch.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited about this this film just because I know people that's working on it. But I just love this frame reminds me of your other side for some reason.
Oh, right, yeah.
I don't know why. It just does.
It does. Yeah, it does actually look. Like, and actually, the whole thing reminds me of
other side. Yeah.
But maybe this is a good reference for them. when they want to go 3D. But I'm very curious to see what the story is going to be like. Because there's always like with all Disney Pixar films, they always have like that theme that they're trying to hit. That core theme of like what this whole thing is about. But like he's like, oh, I'm just a farmer, and is this just like another rehashed kind of story? Unwilling hero saves the day kind of thing.
Typical hero's journey.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think most stories are like, of course, it's a hero's journey, but I do think Disney sort of sticks with the hero's journey and then
just tries to
like a template,
put more on top. Like, how do we make this unique?
Yeah.
Disney's great at figuring out like the million ways. The million ways to do the hero's journey.
It's cool that this character, he doesn't. So that move, actually, that specific move, looks more like Hotel T kind of stuff to me. And this character, the way he looks, reminds me of like more Sony characters than
Yeah.
anything. So I was surprised about that. Like
Yeah.
you said, like it's more stylized than I thought it would be. It's more
Like the backgrounds, especially, like they're doing, I think what a lot of studios are doing these days, where they're just matte painting like a huge portion of the show. Like
Yeah.
this, to me, looks like it's probably just matte painted, like maybe
Like
like
here.
the yeah,
Here.
from the
Yeah.
yeah, from the mid ground onwards.
yeah, but it looks good.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting. It works because it looks really like cinematic because you can make every single shot like very cinematic. But
Yeah.
I could be wrong. It could just be 3D and it's just like composited really well. But yeah, like the whole thing, it doesn't feel like unique in the sense like we've seen elements of this in like other movies in the past. It's just like, they're just kind of like packaging it in their own kind of way. They're just
Yeah.
like, we'll take elements of like, this kind of animation style. We'll take like elements of like painting backgrounds and like getting this kind of look. We take that idea of like the hidden world or whatever it might be. Ice Age has done it with, Ice Age 3. There's a ton of things that I feel like it's just very familiar. But that's like Disney shtick, right?
Yeah.
They don't want to deviate from the formula.
Yeah. So you're saying that they got like a little bit of everybody's stuff and they sort of mashed it into
Yeah, a bit of their own stuff,
way, yeah.
like a bit of
Yeah.
other movies and just put it together. But I don't know, like
Yeah.
I haven't seen enough of it to know
Yeah, yeah.
exactly what the
Yeah.
thing is. But
I felt like the dog is something that I've never seen them do with the eyes. So it was like a very beady-eyed look like that.
yeah,
I've never seen them do something like that. Usually they have the human eyes,
Yeah.
like him, put onto here.
yeah,
This looks more, it's a different style that I'm used to from Disney.
yeah.
I mean, I've seen it from other, like Sony, from I think
Peabody also.
Yeah, Peabody, all that stuff.
But then like the character now, like this expression is definitely very like Sony-esque.
Yeah.
I'd say like it doesn't feel like Disney's usual kind of.
Yeah, which sort of confuses me in a way. Because I'm
Yeah.
like, it's a Disney movie, but it feels a bit like Sony.
Yeah, it does actually. But that's the thing. Like, I feel like Disney never really had a distinct style. Like, ever since they went 3D, they've
Yeah.
never really had a distinct style other than, I'd say, Tangled and Frozen. Like, that's very, I'd say, Disney-esque.
But there's a character. Okay, they might not have a. I feel like they have a distinct character style.
Yeah.
Their characters look sort of. They have the same sort of like facial structures usually, or the
Yeah.
look to them.
Well,
to
I guess
me at
Rias
least.
like started deviating a little. Well,
Yeah.
I'm including things like Bolt,
Yeah.
and some of their recent stuff. But it
Yeah.
feels like if there was something I could pinpoint to being like Disney, like
Yeah.
Tangled is the closest that I
Yeah.
would say. Like, oh, that's like very Disney-esque, right?
Yeah.
And this doesn't have like any resemblance to Tangled
Yeah,
at all.
yeah.
So
So I thought Wreck-It Ralph was like the closest one that I can remember being really different and really good.
yeah.
But
you know what I mean? Like, their style has been so inconsistent throughout the years.
I guess you're right. But how come like we're bored of that Disney
The Disney stuff.
thing? Then?
I mean, I don't
Do you think it's-
necessarily hate their designs. It's just like maybe they're just trying something new again.
Do you
'cause I
think
feel
it's?
like
Do you think we're getting bored of because of this story? So like clearly
think
when
it's
you
the
broke
story.
it down,
Yeah.
like they do have different styles in terms of aesthetic,
yeah,
right? But then why are we so bored of it when Disney comes out with a new film? So then to me that sort of distills down to maybe it's the same template of a story.
I think it's the same template. Like, Disney
Yeah.
just never wants to deviate from the tried and true core stories.
Yeah.
It's usually the hero's journey. It's always the hero's journey. It's like the reluctant hero. Tangled is almost like just like a slight spin on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's all kind of like, the hero gets thrust into the new world and
Yeah.
they have to figure things out and
Yeah.
they have to overcome like all their initial problems. And you can almost boil it down to that, like for every one of their films. Like Wreck-It Ralph was like that. Frozen was like that.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
That's true. Yeah.
But they put like sprinkles of different things in there. They're like, oh, okay, with Frozen, we're gonna do like a bit of a sister dynamic
Yeah.
You know, with Tango, we're gonna do a mother-daughter dynamic.
Yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph is like this little girl and this like, you know,
Yeah,
this big
yeah.
dude kind of dynamic.
Dynamic,
So-
yeah. Yeah, so I guess it's like it reminds me of, like a pop song. They have the same sort of they have a formula, they have a pattern
Yeah.
of how like where hooks are and where like things are supposed to sound. It feels like that's what the Disney story is.
Yeah.
But you're just replacing like
Yeah, you
maybe
just change it.
an
Like we change
instrument
the
with
style a
something else.
little. We change the character designs a bit. You know, trying to make it unique.
Yeah.
But it's so hard from their perspective. Like it works because it's like they're obviously making money with these films. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, to them, it's like, why do we care? We're selling merch. We're making kids happy.
Yeah.
There's like new kids every year, so
Yeah.
there's like new audiences. We can use the same story because it's a completely new audience.
Maybe it's our problem. It's like, hey, if you want to watch something more adult, like
Yeah.
more for your age group, go watch Netflix.
Yeah, go watch something else. Yeah, and I think that's the big gripe that a lot of like adults who are into animation have.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
like they sick of like seeing this like kind of rehashed sort of stuff.
Yeah.
They want to see like the love death robots. They want to see like more of this like adult style stuff. Like remake something that's not like kids thing. Do something, I don't know, like even if I mean I want to do kind of, I guess, more adult new stories, but that's like such a hard sell, right? So maybe it's like it's an easier sell for a studio to say like, hey, let's remake this thing, like a manga or something, but let's just do it like in 3D or something. Do it like a new age. I know that's blasphemy, but at least that's kind of a step in the right direction where we're trying to go more adult, giving the opportunity for it to succeed before we just completely shut it down.
Yeah.
Like right now they don't even entertain the idea of like adult animation.
Yeah, I never thought about it that maybe it's just we're just out of that age group now, so we shouldn't be watching Disney films.
Yeah.
Which makes me kind of sad because I'm like,
I mean, I've stopped watching like a lot of animated stuff. Like I don't watch it all. Like I watch the big ones. Like this one I'll watch.
Yeah.
You're not gonna not watch like a full Disney animated thing.
Yeah.
But I don't like find joy in like, I don't anticipate it as much as I used to.
Yeah, I think so. I think even for me, when I think about it, I really, I gravitate more to the more mature. If I do watch animation, it's like more mature content.
Yeah.
Or something that's very unique, like the Bad Guys. From
Yeah.
DreamWorks recently. I really like that because it looked cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's our problem.
I think it's our problem. Yeah.
But I also want to say that I just don't understand how because Pixar is sort of the same, but they can tell a story where it's applicable to kids and adults, which makes me feel like a greater appreciation for what Pixar is doing. I always love what they do, but it's just like even more so now when we're breaking it down why like Disney seems to have the same story.
Yeah, they have the
Tailored
same
for
formula,
kids.
but
Yeah.
it just doesn't hit home as hard.
Yeah, but for like Pixar films, it goes across all like adults and kids.
Yeah.
So
I mean, a lot of it is just the same. It's like
yeah.
they like Pixar's no different. Like they have a lot of the same hero's journey type stuff going on as well. But yeah, I think like they're maybe just the way they target the audience. Like they definitely know like there's a lot of adults watching. So a lot of the themes, like not the core themes, but like all the secondary themes, I guess, are more like
relatable.
Relatable to an adult.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it hits home harder.
Yeah.
Like Toy Story 3 when they were holding hands, like
Yeah.
going into the fire, like
Up.
yeah,
Beginning scene.
yeah, exactly.
Everybody still.
Everybody still, like a kid wouldn't be able to relate to that opening scene of Up like an adult would, right? Like
Yeah.
kids don't fall in love with like
Yeah.
somebody and go through the entire life with them.
Yeah.
So they don't know what the hell that's about, right?
Well, it's just like it's just a story about two adults.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
don't think they just take it as surface value, right?
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So they just think like, oh, like mom's dead or whatever. It's not like they might get a little bit sad, but they don't know the gravity of the situation. It's like,
Yeah.
man, this is your entire life. For the rest of your life, you're gonna be alone or something.
Yeah.
It's very like a somber kind of
Yeah.
theme, right? So yeah, with the Toy Story stuff, like about friendship,
Andy and the toys when he was saying bye to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like facing adversity together and stuff. Like those are themes that I think like hit home harder to adults. Whereas a lot of the Disney stuff is just like do funny things. It's like, hey, let's put a snowman in there and.
Yeah, there's always one cute character.
Yeah,
like
let's
the
sing some
comedic
songs.
relief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's sing some songs and do. Yeah, it's very much more focused on like the quick, easy laughs and
Yeah.
and they don't try to like really, they're not trying to make you cry or something. So
Which is so. I think that's actually what it used to be. I think like Lion King was really
Lion
was
King,
great.
the Renaissance,
Yeah.
the Disney Renaissance was like it was something else, right? Like people saying like, but I guess it was a different type of storytelling as well. The movies weren't as long back then, and like even like Beauty and the Beast, like that in its way is kind of like a hero's journey for the Beast, but it's like it's a very different one, right? It's not like it's like more like a redemption story, and just like it's way less about what happens, and it's more about the characters.
Yeah.
Like for Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Lion King was like, I guess it's like a coming of age story, but like having to go through like true adversity as you're growing up.
Yeah.
Like losing a father. Like that's that's like a deep concept that like
Yeah.
they don't really do that nowadays in Disney films.
Yeah, actually, like it makes me think like would having Lion King released now, would that be too heavy for kids?
Yeah.
Would they feel too like, oh,
I don't know. I mean, they did it, so
Yeah.
they did release it. So it didn't do so well, so maybe it is too heavy for kids.
So
Kids
we're
are too
all
soft these days.
Yeah. So our age group, we're just like jaded, like scarred people
Yeah.
from like watching Disney films. But yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, let us know what you guys think. What you guys think about this trailer. We forgot to grade it. What's your
Yeah.
grade?
I mean, it looks good, so I'm not expecting much. If I use my Disney grading, I actually like
Disney grading.
if I use my kids movie grading,
Yeah.
sorry if I offended anyone. But
I'm sure someone's offended because everybody gets offended about everything. So let's hear it.
I'd say it's a solid C plus, B
Okay.
minus. B minus for the
minus?
look, yeah.
Okay.
I
What was
give
the
it
last thing we reviewed? Because you gave that a C plus.
Pinocchio?
Yes, Pinocchio.
Yeah.
So
I think Pinocchio is less exciting than this.
Yeah.
Potentially. I don't know, but that one has all the ingredients.
yeah.
Just doesn't look as nice as this one does.
This would be a B minus for me. I think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
definitely more interesting for me to watch this than Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Um,
Like visually, this is much nicer.
Yeah.
But I do have higher hopes for Pinocchio because of the team behind it. Yeah.
Yeah, and the actors.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
actors. Yeah, the director. So I think that one has more chance to hit home for me. But
Yeah.
this one, visually, I it's very hard to deny that this looks really good.
yeah.
Like visually.
I think this will satisfy my animation itch. I'm not sure whether it's
Yeah, the movie itch.
the movie
would be-
itch. Yeah. So that's totally different. But yeah, let us know what you guys think and whether you think it's going to be good. What would your grading be for this teaser trailer? Let us know. And if you liked this video, please comment and subscribe. See you next week. Thanks for watching or listening to our content. If you like what you saw, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks again. Peace.